Greetings, virtual racing fans. Welcome back to Fuel Spill TV. I'm Charlie Gearhart, and as always, I am joined by the YouTube chat and by the EFR Discord off-color commentators. How's everyone doing tonight?
We
race cars.
Good to hear. All right, tonight, the ASCC All-American Racing Series returns to action after a Charlotte Roval race that everyone, I think, would like to forget. Everyone, that is, except for Angus Black, who came out of retirement and won the race after a rainout upon the completion of the second stage.
Hi. Ignore the fact that I still sound like a chain smoker or Darrell Waltrip in that one Bristol race.
Oh yeah, when Darrell Waltrip sounded like a zombie from Resident Evil.
Yes.
That was funny.
So before we get going, for round number 9 at the Toledo Speedway, here are the point standings. Donnie King Jr. leads over his Team Star USA teammate, Carl Hampton. 2 points behind Hampton in third is Jim Hayes. Calvin Hobbes, back in 7th place, is our newest playoff lock driver. He took that spot, being the highest finishing division leader at the Charlotte Roval. J.W. Cogburn filled in for the suspended Joshua Pacer at Charlotte. Pacer is back, and hopefully he has learned his lesson and will no longer target the Team Star USA drivers unfairly. Angus Black, despite only starting one race, sits 37th in the points. So congratulations to him for his first ASCC victory, and he promptly re-retired.
The Grand Marshal for today's race.
All right, we're about to get underway at Toledo. Dan Richards is on the pole, followed by Alex Carson on the outside of the front row. Dan Richards, of course, representing Tonnerre. Tonnerre's based right here in Ohio. Hunter Blaze and Calvin Hobbes make up row number 2 for the Patriot Racing team. Both drivers from Ohio. Hunter Blaze is, of course, the reigning Farklow Dollar Series champion. He is, of course, competing full-time in this series. Calvin Hobbes from Chagrin Falls, Ohio. Can you tell I'm always prepared for these streams?
Oh, absolutely.
Yes. Totally.
Joshua Pacer returns to the number 9 Flair Motorsports Lennard. He sits on the inside of row number 3, Jim Hayes, in the second Team Thunder Tonnerre on his outside. Then it's Donnie King Jr., a points leader, followed by Lance Thomas in the 23. Row number 5, Aaron Law and Carl Hampton. Another pair of Team Star USA drivers. Kenny Myatt, also from Ohio, in the third Tonnerre, car number 70, starting 11th, followed by Palmer Styles, who last year was the top Inglesby. This year, he's been struggling as the number 2 or number 3 Lennard team. He did lead a bunch of laps at Charlotte last week, but of course could not capitalize on the rainout. Stefan Wodarczyk lines up behind Kenny Myatt in the next row, followed by Seth Anderson, our defending series champion. Colton Spencer rolls off in 13th. Johnson Clapp, also from Ohio, rolls off 16th. Shepard Black, son of last week's winner Angus Black, rolls off 17th. Roberto Crown Jr. in 18th. Row number 10 is Bobby Miller, the 3, followed by Richie Pinto. J.W. Cogburn back in his number 16 car after filling in for Joshua Pacer in the number 9. He rolls off on the outside of row number 11. Peter Johnson is on his inside. Then it's Lev Azarov, Daniel Voiles, Rick Atwood, Greg Gray, Aaron Singer, Austin Reed, Neil Miller, Ryan Long, Buck Scroggins, Elmer Farley. Has a pretty good qualifying run by his standards, starting 32nd in this 36-car field. Then it's Graham McMillan, Noah Dalitz, James West from nearby Columbus, Ohio, making his first ASCC All-American Series start in Elmer Farley's second car. Starts on the inside of last place starter Lance Stone.
I'd like to point out that our defending champion is also an Ohio racer.
Drivers!
That is correct. We have a lot of drivers and teams from Ohio in this series, but they only get one race at this little short track in Toledo.
It's a good one, though.
As we kick off the next leg of the ASCC regular season, there will be some changes to the stage points scoring. Only the top 3 stage finishers will get points, because it takes too friggin' long to score them all, to score all the top 10 finishers from each stage in RPM. So the stage winner gets 10 points, second place gets 5 points, third place gets 1, but we will still have 4 stages in each race. At lap 50, 100, 150, and then, of course, the end of the race at lap 200. Green flag is in the air. How's the stream looking for everyone? My data's looking kind of sketchy. Looking at OBS.
A little bit jumpy in Discord, but I was looking around in some of the admin settings for something.
Yeah, the YouTube stream's a little choppy, Siege.
Okay, I do have this thing recording, so if the stream looks like crap afterwards, I might just re-upload the recording and see what happens.
Let me check the YouTube for a second. Nope, I need to actually hit live. How about that? It's a little sketchy there.
Dan Richards has gotten away with the lead. Calvin Hobbes and Hunter Blaze trying to chase him down, but Blaze is putting pressure on his teammate.
Did whoever made this track put Jerry Seinfeld's head in the stands?
What?
It looks like something. Because, like, coming off of 4, like, I thought I saw, like, a giant Jerry Seinfeld head in the stands, which is incredibly cursed and just makes me think that, like, you know, wow, even, like, that's the only thing on this track that should be nuked from orbit. No, it's not Jerry Seinfeld, it's Elvis Seinfeld. Never mind. Continue. I do not particularly find him funny. I find him obnoxious.
Well, Dan Richards is already finding these lapped cars obnoxious. Lance Stone, Buck Scroggins, and Austin Reed have already gone a lap down before lap 10. James West is the next victim. Hunter Blaze has gotten around Calvin Hobbes for second. Hobbes is going backwards. Here comes Joshua Pacer for the second spot. Graham McMillan in the number 08. Now giving Dan Richards a hard time. McMillan running 29th. Jim Hayes has gotten shoved to the high side now, and here comes Aaron Law for the third spot, the two-time and defending Texas 500 champion. Calvin Hobbes now on a recovery run, back to fourth. Jim Hayes has been having a real nice time sniffing the back of that Bushnell Farms Lycoya. Finally gets past him. Colton Spencer's got an issue, and so did Roberto Crown Jr. Both those drivers have had tires go down. That happens to be a real nice shot of that 13 car. Oh, we got trouble.
Oh dear.
Oh, that's a...
Noah Dalitz and Elmer Farley going up into the wall in turn 3. That will be our first caution.
Jesus.
That was close.
That could have been worse.
There was a pink car, like a pink car that barely missed piling into that.
Noah Dalitz went a lap down. Lance Thomas was trying to get by him. Just didn't want to deal with him anymore. And Neil Miller just narrowly avoided the 61. Little guy's gas and go Tonnerre.
90 car. Yeah, 90 car.
I still can't get over the 69 car as the Walgreens Nice sponsorship. That is very clever, and I'm very happy to see it. And I wish I'd thought of it.
Colton Spencer, what are you doing? Alright, working our first caution. Daniel Voiles will be the lucky dog. Dan Richards, Aaron Law, and Calvin Hobbes have skipped the pit lane. Joshua Pacer leads the takers. Looks like a two-tire stop for the 9 of Joshua Pacer, and he leads he leads the takers back out. Alright, Daniel Voiles, go get your lap back. Looks like Elmer Farley just dropped out. He is our first casualty of the day.
Yeah, it's not a surprise. He had a ton of damage in that car. He's probably out. He's probably going to be cursing somebody out for the rest of the night, though. So if I'm Thomas or Noah Dallas, I try to maybe avoid his wrath.
And James West, in an unfortunate coincidence, is going to go out with a blown engine in the second Farley car.
Well,
That's a shame.
he's gonna... Elmer's really gonna have it out for somebody at this rate.
Yeah, I was going to say, so much for that 16th row starting spot for Elmer Farley. You really could have capitalized on that.
Dan Richards' kid will be racing at this track in a couple months. Wonder if he'll be able to help him achieve success with his expertise and advice.
I sure hope he has a safe race.
Indeed, it will probably not be very eventful anyway.
Yeah, probably not.
And there's the green. Dan Richards continues to lead. And that's a hell of a start.
Oh yeah,
Oh, and Josh Pacer had a problem.
that's probably why.
Throws the black for jumping the start anyway.
I guess Karma still hasn't forgiven Joshua Pacer for brutally wrecking Carl Hampton at Talladega.
Did that do him in?
Yeah. Oh. Good job. Aaron Law getting together with the lapped car of Richie Pinto and bringing out our second caution down in turn 1. Aaron Law tried to lay down the law, but first rule of racing is if you're going to wreck somebody, don't wreck yourself too.
I guess Aaron fought the law and the law won. I am so sorry.
That's going to put Calvin Hobbes. In second. Aaron Law is back to 4th, and I believe Neil Miller is going to be the lucky dog.
Saying that Law fought the law and the law won isn't a very conclusive statement.
Neither was his attempt to wreck him.
Touché.
Calvin Hobbes pits from the second spot. Dan Richards stays on the track once again. Stefan Wodarczyk follows the 40 car in. Peter Johnson pitting from the 10th spot. That's a pretty good position for that for the Expansion Motorsports car to be in, but he's going to give up that track position. JW Cogburn is in as well.
That is not a move I would make if I was them.
Oh well, Dan Richards has changed his mind, and he's decided to come in anyway.
I believe he's got a problem.
No, nothing on the debug, just Galaxy Brain strategy.
Okay then. Yeah. Alright then.
That's going to put Carl Hampton in the lead. Colton Spencer cycled to the front of the field, so he will get a wave around. And there's the 90 getting his lap back. Neil Miller, the influencer turned race car driver in that impossible to miss number 90 car for Big American Racing, the Brett I. Garland team. Well, Aaron Law didn't hurt himself much in that crash. He is back up to the second spot. One lap to green. It'll be 15 laps to go till the end of the first stage. There's one more rule concerning stages that has been implemented for this next part of the season that I forgot to mention. If a caution comes out within 5 laps of the end of the stage will end when the leader takes the yellow, and the points will be paid then. And remember, the top 3 at the end of the stage get points now. Pace car's off, Carl Hampton leads. Still looking for his first victory in the All-American Series. He won a single race in the Farklow Dollar Series while driving for Kirk Walker. And that came on the dirt track at Springfield, Illinois. And now the lapped cars are jamming up the rest of the field as the SARS get away. Oh, Aaron Law's got some kind of issue and he's coming in. Maybe he's got a tire rub. Lance Thomas was briefly up to 3rd place, but he's going to lose that spot to Alex Carson in the 99. Jim Hayes runs 2nd, and now Thomas comes under attack from Hunter Blaze. And we got another caution. Looks like Buck Scroggins may have had an issue down in turn number 2.
Covering himself in more gravel than glory.
Looks like he got help from Palmer Styles. Scroggins was a lap down in 30th, and Palmer Styles is 8th. Goes up and takes Donnie King Jr. into the wall with him. Donnie King Jr. has not had a very fun couple of weeks.
He really hasn't.
Richie Pinto is the lucky dog.
Yeah. Buying a break has not been something he can say he's able to do.
3:30 his lap back. Less than 10 laps to go to the end of the stage, and Carl Hampton gives up the chance for the stage win. That's going to put Jim Hayes in the lead, followed by Alex Carson and Hunter Blaze. Shepard Black has cycled up to the 5th spot now. We've got Oodles of Ohio up in the top 10 right now. It's the Tonnerre of Jim Hayes leading the way. Then it's Hunter Blaze from Obetz, Ohio, running 3rd. Then defending champion Seth Anderson in 7th, Calvin Hobbes in 8th, and Kenny Myatt 9th. So they've really turned up in the opening stage of their only chance in front of their home crowd.
Yeah, no kidding.
One lap to green. It'll be 5 laps to the end of the stage, but next flag ends it. And there's the caution. Jim Hayes wins stage number 1. Alex Carson is 2nd, and Hunter Blaze 3rd. Aaron Law looks like he's done for the day.
Well,
Shepard Black has run into problems. I'm going to export the stage results as he crosses the finish line. And now let's take a look at what happened. Oh, wow. That wasn't even the inciting incident.
my goodness.
Excuse me.
Well, Dan Richards looks like he's done, as well as several others. Oh, Aaron Law getting into the back of Graham McMillan. Trying to find a good angle for this. These cameras are not great on this track. I probably should have done something about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty big, and then further up the track, it's going to get bigger. watching the 7, Dan Richards, because I believe he hit the end of the pit wall. Oh no, that was Buck Scroggins and Calvin Hobbes way in front of him.
Someone's chastining the wall. Yeah, 69 was the one wall riding.
Yeah. Hail Melon for the 69 of Johnson Clapp. That's one way to avoid a wreck. Or not.
Yeah, about that.
He tried.
It's also one way to get into one.
Yeah, everyone just stacks up here. Lev Azarov, Aaron Sanger. Absolute fireworks at the end of stage 1 here. I think Lance Thomas got into both wrecks.
He started the other one.
No, he didn't. But still, he's got a lot of damage after a great start. So everybody up to 3 laps down will get get back on the lead lap for stage 2, but who's going to be left? Looks like Aaron Law, Buck Scroggins, Peter Johnson, Dan Richards, Shepard Black, and Johnson Clapp are all going to go out of the race. Bobby Miller's also out.
Second.
might be under pit glitch watch for the 11.
That car looks busted.
Well, looks like they're working on it. It's not just a stop and go. That's promising. Alright, here is your running order. It's Jim Hayes in first, followed by Alex Carson and Hunter Blaze. Those are your top three in stage number 1. Then it's Palmer Styles, who's moved up to the 4th spot. Defending champion Seth Anderson is 5th. Kenny Myatt follows him in 6th. Greg Gray is 7th. Calvin Hobbes is 8th. Rick Atwood up to 9th place. That's the highest running open car. Then it's Donnie King Jr. rounding out the top 10. He was involved in one of the earlier accidents. Daniel Voiles is 11th. J.W. Cogburn 12th. Roberto Crown Jr. Up to the 13th spot. He's also got damage, but has made a good recovery. And Stefan Wodarczyk 14th. Carl Hampton 15th. Richie Pinto 16th. Neil Miller is 17th. Ryan Long is 18th. Lev Azarov 19th. Aaron Singer is in 20th place. That team's been working on that car throughout this whole stage break, but it looks like he's going to join the field for the restart. Austin Reed 21st, Noah Dallas 27th, Colton Spencer 23rd, Graham McMillan 24th, 25th is Lance Thomas, and Lance Stone is the last car running. He is 26th. 36 cars started this race, so you do the math. We've already eliminated 10 cars before lap 50.
Woo!
And there's the restart. Jim Hayes leads the way.
Best driver in the world.
Hunter Blaze putting pressure on Alex Carson for the 2nd spot. Aaron Law has returned to the pit lane, so I guess they're just going to ignore the laps they're losing. Maybe he's pit glitched after all. We're gonna keep an eye on him. All right, Aaron Singer, I'm sorry, but you're glitched. You got to park it. That leaves us with 25 cars still running. Hunter Blaze now finally getting past the Great Wall of Corn. Palmer Styles into the wall behind them.
The pit glitched, you must park is the thing that some people in the garage are calling the Marcus Leonard rule.
That's a hell of a throwback.
Now wait a damn minute. They ain't gonna make no rule after some Master Cup trash.
Yeah, yeah, but it's the rule. Yeah, but that's what happens when someone cheeses that and does that for the better part of like 100 laps and vaults up like 15 positions as a result.
Long live Marcus Leonard.
Yep. Is in the Grand Detour race.
I think that was Salem.
Did you go flying?
Nice.
Yeah, but but I'm saying he's in the upcoming Grand Detour race, but that was at Salem. Yeah, you're correct. It was something like, and then I was like, right when he couldn't get any more positions, parked.
And I remember that being the first race where you like started jacking up the grip for the Master Cup cars because they were flying around there.
Yeah, because that was one of the first times I did that, and that was also the it was also because I think by default, otherwise that was turning into an unholy smash fest. Which it still was an unholy smash fest, but it was worse before.
Man, we gotta get that grip shit.
Well, Calvin Hobbes decided there were too many hometown heroes in this race, and helpfully sacrificed himself off the back of the Palmer Styles car. That, or he had a bad experience at a nearby McDonald's. Who knows? Oh, now, Kenny Myatt, what the hell are you doing?
Kenny!
Damn it, Kenny.
Oh, it's just Noah Dallitz. Who cares?
Oh, it's Noah Dallitz things.
There's no Dallitz there. What are you talking about?
Lance Stone is the lucky dog. I had no idea the 11 was still on the track. Alex Carson's got a tire problem. He's gonna bring the 99 in from second. Better to have it under caution. That's gonna move Jim Hayes back up to the second spot.
99 in trouble?
What? Who's not in trouble?
I saw the 99 pulling off. I just came back, so I might have missed something.
Oh. Alex Carson scrambling to get back onto the track before the restart. And there's the green. Battle for fourth. Stefan Wlodarczyk trying to take that away from Seth Anderson. Wlodarczyk in the Patriot University colors this week. Seth Anderson washing up the track, opening up the door for Carl Hampton. Working his way forward after throwing away the Stage 1 victory. If you've been following the Discord, you may know that the Hampton family's big vanity project in Lehigh, Arkansas is progressing nicely.
I was trying to find a historic aerial of that track for a video I'm making. I hate that I have to pay for what I'm trying to do.
Ooh, I'm sorry.
Which track?
Memphis, Arkansas.
Alright.
And like, I know you can do it with Google, but I'm like looking for the aerials from the 50s.
Did you try like? Did you try looking at like the USGS?
Yes, that was not helpful.
Oh.
I wonder if Historic Racetrack Aerials has ever posted something about that.
I might have.
But yes, the Hampton family is currently rebuilding the historic Memphis, Arkansas Speedway down in Lehigh, Arkansas, on the original footprint of the original layout. It'll be a high-banked 1.5-mile oval.
Why is the fucking Twitter logo Doge?
Because Elon Musk, that's why.
Because
That's
Elon.
an April Fool's joke. It's 2 days late.
It's not an April Fool's joke.
Fucking child.
It's because Musk can. That's why.
Doesn't it have something to do? I thought I read something like that might have something to do with him trying to dodge some. There was like some like it was like some legal case or whatever where he was being referred to in it as the Doge Father or something.
Oh, yeah. I think that's it.
I think it's an obfuscation track.
Big shuffle for second place behind the lapped car of Roberto Crown Jr. Carl Hampton trying to take that spot away from Donnie King, but he hangs on to it. Meanwhile, Hunter Blaze gets away, as we now have 15 laps to go to the end of Stage 2. Stefan Wodarczyk and Jim Hayes now get away from lap traffic. Wodarczyk coming out in third, and Jim Hayes fourth. Let's see how Hunter Blaze is faring. Oh wow, Alex Carson. Well, I was about to say Alex Carson's having some more difficulties, but he's only in 12th. Hunter Blaze is on a roll, and he's lapped everybody up to 11th. Too bad the stage caution is going to negate all that. Oh, and we got a regular caution. I believe that was the 68 of Rick Atwood up in the wall with heavy damage. And he was running in the 6th spot, too, with J.W. Cogburn behind him. But these guys were struggling to get around the 97 of Lance Stone. Ooh, Cogburn just sent it in, and Rick Atwood and Seth Anderson were the victims.
Yeah. It's kind of a hopeless dive.
Yeah, these lapped cars, if you're struggling with them, they have a way of getting you to do crazy things.
Mm-hmm.
And that's unfortunate for Rick Atwood. He was the highest running open car in this race. That team's trying to go full-time without a charter, and they've been doing a pretty good job at that. Meanwhile, Alex Carson will get back on the lead lap. Looks like Noah Dalitz has a tire that's gone down. Only 10 cars remain on the lead lap now, but of course, a whole lot of cars are going to get their laps back with the stage caution in just a few laps. Lead lap right now are Hunter Blaze in the lead, Donnie King Jr. in second, Stefan Wodarczyk third. Still searching for his first win of the season. You may recall in 2019, Wodarczyk won in his very first start, ultimately got 4 wins that season, but he hasn't won a single one yet. And then it's Jim Hayes fourth, Carl Hampton in fifth, J.W. Cogburn 6th, Lev Azarov 7th, Kenny Myatt in 8th, Seth Anderson 9th, and Alex Carson rounding out the top 10 back on the lead lap with this caution. Next flag ends the stage. It'll be 4 laps to go till lap 100 on this restart. Oh, that's looking sketchy back here. Jim Hayes muscling his way to third. White flag on stage number 2. Hunter Blaze trying to go 2 for 2 so far. Hunter Blaze wins stage 2, Johnny King Jr. second, and Jim Hayes picks up the last stage point in third.
The only Hunter B that's going to be get any cheers in ASCC territory.
And since we're now at halfway, I'm going to save the results and replay. So if anything happens, those will be the official results. Hunter Blaze has his provisional first ASCC victory. All cars still running will get back on the lead lap for the start of stage 3. Gonna let any pit stops cycle out first. be on pit glitch watch for Noah Dallas.
Punching bag all day.
Can you blame them? Oops. I may have swapped Graham McMillan and Daniel Voiles' positions.
Daniel Boyes got a penalty for looking wrongly at the at Ryan Reinhardt.
Sure.
Or whoever the damn racing, whoever the race director is.
Let's go with that.
Reinhardt moment.
Ryan Reinhardt is just Charlie's scapegoat.
Charlie using Ryan Reinhardt as a scapegoat, and then turns out he's right. He's even more freaked out.
Not gonna lie, I'm a little bit nervous about how all these wave rounds are gonna work with the traditional double file restarts, because we have we had more lapped cars than there were cars on the lead lap, so not real sure how they're gonna line up.
I think that gives them all into the longest line also, so.
Yeah, but the thing is, the lap down line would have been the longest line had I not done all those wave rounds.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens.
I don't know about how that would work with double file restarts though.
Okay, they've all stayed in line. One lap to the restart. "22 cars remain on the track of the 36 starters.
For those of you who played Scarlet and Violet, those Pokemon games, I'm doing a Metroman battle with a few of my friends. And I'm trying to catch an Iron Hands because it can learn Metronome.
Make that 21 cars. Carl Hampton blows up from the 5th spot, coming to the restart.
I'm not surprised. Good job, Carl. Best Team Master Cup Series legend, Carl Hampton, by the way.
Oh, yes. Oh, and Roberto Crown Jr.'s also had a problem. I'm not going to throw the caution for that. Lackey 2 does good work.
He doesn't get paid enough.
He's gonna unionize.
Well, it's all up to Donnie King Jr. now to carry the flag for Team Star USA and defeat the evils of Lycoya and Hunter Blaze. Damn Leonard getting Lycoya into the series and owning half the field now. Well, Hunter Blaze got held up by Noah Dalitz. That brings Donnie King closer. Jim Hayes now trying to work his way around the 61. And we got a caution. It's for Lev Azarov in turn 3. He just got wiped out by Alex Carson. Very lucky not to take anyone else out. Let's go on board with Seth Anderson. How would you like to see this happening in front of you?
Good.
That's going to give the lucky dog to Noah Dalitz.
Got him to 9th, though.
Yeah, Seth Anderson, defending champions, had a solid day.
Completely based on merit.
Well, merit sure didn't help the other 3 championship contenders.
They should avoid the they should have avoided the wreck.
Exactly.
Or get better pit crews.
I hear Palmer Styles is retiring at the end of this season. Was the absolute poop show that was Daytona, and what he thought was his championship part of it?
Maybe. Quite possibly.
Surprised he didn't retire on the spot after that.
So is that team gonna fold completely, or is it gonna
Who
have a
knows?
different driver?
Who knows?
I'm just saying, Joseph Howard had a pretty good FARC career after he retired from his primary series.
Oh, absolutely. Howard is, I mean, 3 championships in 3 different decades, so, you know, clear, prove he still had something left. That's just his 3 Master Cups.
Coming to the restart, we'll start lap 125. Hunter Blaze still leads the way.
Consistently one of the best drivers in the 90s and early 2000s, and despite some people having questions about his general attitude throughout most of his career, but still won a bunch of races out of it. Got championships and
got him somewhere.
Got him cleaned up his attitude by all accounts and got himself a FARC trophy. And these days he's just being the pace car driver.
Hell yeah.
It's what Johnny Rutherford did after he retired. Went to go drive the pace car. And then crashed it at Long Beach.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah.
Once.
Yeah, he crashed the pace car more than once, and he was still doing it.
Never forget that Texas race where Donnie Beechler ran over the pace car while leading.
Yeah. That was one of the most IRL moments ever.
Well, that lucky dog didn't do Noah Dallitz much good. He's about to be swallowed up by Hunter Blaze.
Noah Dallitz is hoping for a yellow right about now.
Well, he'll
more yellows, and
he'll get one in 20 laps.
Yeah, well, he's hoping to get a bunch of them like now.
Oh, at the rate he's going, he might not even be eligible. He's already 2 laps down.
Well,
and you got to stay within 3 laps of the leader to get the wave around on the stage break.
Where is which version of Toledo is this?
I think there's only the one version of Toledo out there for both tonight.
Okay.
And this is it.
I already had this.
And we got a caution. What for? Oh, Daniel Voiles spinning off the bumper of Alex Carson.
Yeah. It's a bit unnecessary.
Carson was running 13th. Oh, Voiles was on the lead lap in front of him. That was for position. I think that's going to put Neil Miller in the lucky dog position. Boyles is the first car off the lead lap right now, but he was on the lead lap when that caution came out. And he was in the caution.
Yeah.
Engine failure for the 77 of Jim Hayes.
Oh no.
Well, now it's going to be Kenny Myatt carrying the flag for Tonnerre and Team Thunder.
Mr. Cup legend Kenny Myatt.
I believe Kenny Myatt, when asked about his ASCC debut, he said, "It's really great to be here through obviously gritted teeth."
Consider yourself lucky. Some people don't get the chance to drive in the greatest series in the world.
One lap to the restart. We are less than 10 laps away from the end of Stage 3. Hunter Blaze has swept them all so far. He is pretty clearly the class of the field right now. He's been fast ever since the series debut. It's been pretty clear that his first win is around the corner. Maybe he'll seal the deal tonight. Pace car's off. Green, 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 green. How's the YouTube stream looking right now?
Oh shit, hang on.
Oh, Ryan Long's got a tire issue.
I needed to hit the, about the same as it did before. It's a little choppy-ish, but it's alright.
Okay.
But that could just be on my end. It could just be on my end, but I don't think so.
Yeah, I'll have to watch it back after this. And if it looks bad, I'll just hope the recording turned out better.
That's probably why. If it's going to look a little bit icky, that's probably why though. But it's, not the worst idea in the world either.
Yeah. 3 to go. Next flag ends the stage. This race has been going by mercifully fast, especially after the Charlotte race last week.
Yeah, especially after whatever that was.
I mean, this race has done a lot of damage too, but it's still a good palate cleanser. White flag on stage 3.
Yeah, it hasn't turned into Grand Detour.
Hunter Blaze continues his quest for a perfect 70, picking up his 3rd stage win of the night. Why, yes, a perfect score in ASCC is the same number of points as in Master Cup. Don't tell them, or do. Find out what happens.
And they'll get mad for accusing for you reminding them that they just copied it. They'll get extremely mad for normal reasons. Hashtag normal reasons, anyway.
Unfortunately for Roberto Crown, he will miss out on the waiver rounds. Noah Dalitz, Lance Stone, and Ryan Long will get back on the lead lap. 18 cars are left in the race. And we missed Richie Pinto going out with an engine failure. So unfortunately, it is an early exit for Expansion Motorsports. And Daniel Voiles has also had brake problems under this caution. I'm gonna wait for the 28 to come out of the pits, and then I'll do the wave rounds.
Be back in just a minute.
Oh, Donnie King's had a suspension problem from second. 36 team looking at the car, and they're going to take it behind the wall. Donnie King Jr. is out of the race from the second spot with a suspension failure. So that's all 3 Team Star USA cars out of it. And I think I forgot to save the Stage 3 results. Oops. And there we go. I just took a picture of the screen with my phone. We're good. I was not gonna take a chance on unfocusing the game to open up the snipping tool. Because I'd like this race to end naturally.
Nah, I think you should just call it now. Too much rain. Someone threw a cup of ice on the racetrack. It's too wet.
I have not had enough smash beer to make it rain tonight, so that's not going to happen. And Noah Dallitz has another problem. Tire down on the 61. They're going to go to work on it. Running order as we kick off this final stage. Hunter Blaze leads, staring down his first ASCC victory. He has swept all 3 stages so far. Stefan Wodarczyk inherits the second spot after Donnie King dropped out. Then it's Lance Thomas in third. Greg Gray fourth. Great run for those 2 guys. Alex Carson is fifth. Austin Reed is sixth. Colton Spencer 7th. Kenny Myatt 8th. Seth Anderson 9th. And J.W. Cogburn rounds out the top 10. Roberto Crown Jr. lines up on the inside. He was 4 laps down on this caution and was not eligible for the wave round. Problems for Austin Reed. He's got a minor engine problem. So much for that great run for the 15 team. I'm sorry, Mr. Reed. I should not have shouted you out. Daniel Voiles also pitting on this restart. Not sure why. Okay, I guess they're just going to admire that car up close. No work done on the 28. And we've got a caution. Oh, Lance Thomas. Heavy damage on the 23. That was a big wreck involving him and Roberto Crown, maybe the 13 as well. I think Colton Spencer pushed up into him. Seth Anderson got a big piece of that as well. Three wide into turn number 1. Oh, Thomas may have pinched him down.
We can give him a break. He is still learning, technically. He's a rookie, right?
Yeah.
He's still learning. He'll be fine in a few years. Definitely.
Yeah, he was putting together a really good run tonight. He's also been fairly fast in the FARC cars.
How close to it is he to getting the next playoff spot? Or having an opportunity to get the next playoff spot?
I'll have to review that later.
Alright. I'm not sure if you know that off the top of your head.
The 51 team is going to work. Daniel Voiles is going to get the lucky dog. He gets one of his laps back, and they're going to take the hood off the 51. Seth Anderson is going to go back out there. Wow, I just looked at it. I have almost 95,000 dropped frames. Now it's over 95,000. I may just have to put up the recording. We will have 30 laps to go on the restart. Pace car's off. And once again, Hunter Blaze rockets away. Alex Carson putting pressure on Stefan Wodarczyk for second. Oh, Roberto Crown may have just taken a ride. Yep, at the hands of Colton Spencer. No damage, keep going. Alex Carson gets by the 37. Does he have anything for the 20? I don't think Alex... Did Alex Carson win at Dover? I don't remember.
Maybe.
Oh, Hunter Blaze is going to have to get by these lapped cars quickly. Yeah, Carson just took a huge bite out of his lead that time, but now he gets stuck behind the 97. Battle for third, Greg Gray getting under the 37 as Alex Carson now gets away from Lance Stone. Greg Gray and Kenny Myatt are going to follow. Stefan Wodarczyk still stuck behind Stone. Blaze now leads by over 5 seconds. That car just needs to keep running. Hunter Blaze in heavier traffic now. Carson's closing in. But Carson's gonna have to face these same cars. Kenny Myatt into third, as Greg Gray gets stuck behind the 31. Colton Spencer's going to take fourth. Ten laps to go. Carson stuck behind Graham McMillan now. Hunter Blaze gets away once again. Kenny Myatt trying to find a way around the 90 of Neil Miller while holding off Colton Spencer for third. Hunter Blaze is gone. Oh! Caution! With just 5 laps to go. A top 5 run for Colton Spencer, and Greg Gray has gone to hell. Hunter Blaze did not want to see this caution. He had an almost 9-second lead over Alex Carson, and now that's all going to get erased. This race is not over yet, folks. We're going into overtime time. Lapped cars will fall to the back, and we will have 2 laps to decide this race. And Alex Carson just might be a bit faster than that 20 car. And that's on pace. That's not because of lap traffic. But that's a heartbreaker for Colton Spencer and Greg Gray. Well, I don't know about Greg Gray. He's the one who caused that accident. But they were both looking at a top 5 finish. And just getting to be the way that race car drivers are in the closing laps, fighting for position and trying to get around the obnoxious lapped traffic. Graham McMillan's going to get the wave around. He was the first car 1 lap down. Come on, Stefan, get by these lapped cars. Thank you. Now we are going green this time. Hunter Blaze has been great at the restarts all night long. Can he nail the one that matters most? Hayes' car is off. Just 2 laps to settle this race. Good launch for the 20. He leads the 99 by a couple car lengths heading into turn 3. Hunter Blaze will come around and see the white flag this time by. Alex Carson not able to mount a charge heading out of turn 2. Just a couple corners to go. The 99 closes up a little bit, but it's not going to be enough. Hunter Blaze takes his first ASCC All-American Racing Series victory in his home state.
Yes, commentary from Luca.
Sorry about that, Luca. It's end of the race. You know how it is.
Blaze it.
Damn straight. Hunter Blaze controlled this race all night long.
Yeah.
Don't go away, folks. Room of Doom is coming up next. And I now have 109,000 dropped frames. Yeah, I'm definitely going to upload the recording for sure.
I had a feeling that was going to be the case.
And there's Hunter Blaze. Big victory lane photo. Hooray. Again, first victory for Hunter Blaze. Big win for Patriot Racing. I think this might be Lycoya's first victory in the All-American Series.
I think you might be right about that.
Alright, we are ready to go. It's time for Room of Doom. Although the ASCC doesn't disqualify cars, so it's more like the Room of Mild Inconvenience.
Yeah. The room of maybe something mildly bad will happen.
Daniel Voiles, our 10th place finisher, is up first in the tech line. And that's a 4. Although, we're not surprised, Daniel Voiles finished 2 laps down, so I seriously doubt he had any suspicious competitive advantages. Neil Miller is up next, our 9th place finisher. And he rolls a 9. Graham McMillan struggled for speed all night long, but he stayed out of trouble for the most part. I think you'd be hard-pressed to find someone who kept their car completely clean, other than Hunter Blaze. But he survived to an 8th place finish. Let's see what Room of Doom has to say. And Graham McMillan is safe.
Anderson's next.
That's right, defending champion Seth Anderson is up next. And Anderson is safe. Ryan Long also had a few difficulties, but survived to a 6th place finish. And Ryan Long is safe.
Next, Cogburn.
That's right. And now we break out the D10.
Front row.
And Cogburn is safe. After this, I'll tally up the points in RPM and show everybody before we sign out. I will have a much easier time this time around because we're only giving stage points to the top 3 finishers. Stefan Wlodarczyk is up next. And that's a 2. Wlodarczyk is safe. Third place, Kenny Myatt is up next. And Kenny Myatt, his 3rd place points remain intact. Great finish for Myatt, carrying the flag for Team Thunder after their primary drivers were eliminated. Runner-up finisher Alex Carson is up next. We thought he may have had something for Hunter Blaze on that restart, but maybe he needed more than 2 laps to do it. And that's our 3rd 2 in a row. Carson is safe. And finally, Hunter Blaze. Does he come home from the Toledo War with his perfect 70 intact? Let's find out. Yes, he does. Hooray.
He had 3/4 this race, pretty much. Almost, anyway.
Yeah, Export says he led 142 laps.
142 at 203, yeah. That's an ass kicking.
All right, time to open up RPM and get these results down. By the way, I looked at the YouTube control room. Nobody is watching there right now.
All right.
I completely understand.
It's Monday. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, it's Monday, and I'm
You know,
closing in on 120,000 dropped frames.
and you know what? It'll always. Here's the thing about this video. It's gonna be there whenever they want to watch it.
Yes.
It ain't going anywhere.
Yeah, I think it's more a product of the crappy connection right now.
I mean, I didn't see anyone there all night long, other than me. So I
Yeah.
think it's more of a this. I think this honestly. I think it's more of this is just a Monday night.
Yeah, could be. This was indeed Kenny Myatt's ASCC debut. He is not in RPM yet. Good showing.
Oh yeah.
Oh, whoops. It is not a perfect 7400 Blaze. Jim Hayes won the first stage.
Oh rip.
I never claimed to be a good stats guy. Just remember that. If you weren't here for it, I forgot to export the Stage 3 results, so I took a screenshot with my phone. because I was not going to risk opening up the snipping tool and unfocusing the game.
Yeah. Just kind of counting your losses or whatever at that point.
Yeah. All right, got the standings set up. Let's have a look. One moment. There we go. So Donnie King Jr., despite dropping out of that race, is still on top, 27 points over Jim Hayes. Then it's Carl Hampton, second in the SAR standings, third in overall, 38 points back. Hunter Blaze, with his victory, takes the lead in the Lycoy division. He sits fourth overall. Then it's Aaron Law, Joshua Pacer, Dan Richards, Calvin Hobbes, Alex Carson, and J.W. Cogburn, rounding out the top 10. Defending champion Seth Anderson sits in 12th overall. Where does that put him in the Lycoya standings? Third. So he sits in a playoff spot. Someone asked about where... who was it that somebody asked about their playoff chances earlier?
I don't remember. I'm blanking all of a sudden.
Yeah. Might have been Lance Thomas. Thomas is 14th overall, and he sits 4th in the SAR playoff standings. Just 3 points ahead of Lev Azarov. So that last playoff spot for the SARs is quite something. Let's see, Aaron Singer, 13th overall. He's second in the Tonnerre standings. Then we go all the way down to Bob Steffens, who has not even started all the races. He's third in the Tonnerre standings, followed by Noah Dalitz. They are 23rd and 24th overall. Let's look at the Lycoya playoff cutoff. Oh, wow. That's looking to be competitive. Neil Miller holds the 4th spot for the Lycoyas over Graham McMillan by just 1 point. Then Colton Spencer and Rick Atwood are tied. They are 191 points back from the leader. Yeah, Patrick Ashcroft is last in the standings. That's from when he was rumored to take over the 9 car at Charlotte after Josh Pacer was suspended. But of the drivers who have started races, It's a 5-way tie for last. James West, Bobby Dwyer, Joey Milligan, Mitchell Carter, and Andros Baumgartner all have 1 point each. 4 of those are in the Elmer Farley 72. That car sure likes to finish last.
Weird.
See, Kenny Myatt is 41st after his third place in his debut. Angus Black sits 37th, only starting 1 race. He, of course, won that race. Elmer Farley sits 28th in the standings, largely carried by his veterans bonus of 40 points. So yeah, there you have it. That wraps up the Ammunation Toledo War. Again, round number 9 of the ASCC All-American Series. Next time, the series will be in action at the Kansas Speedway, followed by Knoxville, the dirt track up in Iowa, and then the next playoff cutoff race, the next playoff lock race, that is, at the US 500 in Michigan. Hooray.
Hooray.
I'm Charlie Gearhart. I do apologize for the stream quality this time. Fortunately, I will have a recording backed up. I will have a look at that and re-upload that later. But nonetheless, thank you all for joining me. You have a good night.